You know what day it is? Hump day! Woo! Hump day! Wednesday's workout. Let's get after it. It's gonna be a fun one today. We are starting with a new type of squat. It's a single leg squat. It's similar to a pistol, but it's a little bit different. It's called a shrimp squat. And what you guys will probably feel this is very similar to a couple of things that we do in here sometimes. Is one, a Bulgarian split squat, but I'm not gonna have my foot balanced back on a bench on anything. The other one would be a box step down. When we tempo those box step downs, you'll get a similar feeling out of these shrimp squats. So I'm gonna go over quite a few ways on how to scale these, but just to show you the first, or a basic shrimp squat to start, is I'm gonna start with my left leg here. I'm gonna drive, sit back in that squat, push my right leg back until my back knee taps the ground, and then come up. I can make this a little bit more, or very much more challenging by trying to hold my back knee. I'm lacking a little bit of knee flexion right now, so it makes it kind of tough, but working all the way down, holding that back knee. If not, I can counterbalance with those arms. If I have a hard time doing that, I can use a door frame, an old trusty post or something along those lines. I'm going to, same thing, I'll switch legs this time. I'm just gonna use the post as a little bit of a balance to make sure I don't fall over and lower and stand out of that position. Using that post as much or as little as I need to. Maybe I don't need a post. I can use just a little bit of a counterbalance. Same thing, I'm gonna push this out in front of me. It's gonna let me stay a little bit more balanced as I descend into the bottom of that squat. Or that shrimp squat. So those are some ways. One final way, if I wanna make it a little bit more difficult, is I can also elevate the front foot so I get a little bit more range of motion, working to the bottom with that front foot elevated. That starts to get pretty challenging. It's a little bit easier if I get off to the side instead of going right behind. Then finally, I can make that more difficult. I can make it a little bit more easy. Obviously, I wouldn't recommend using a plate. Use something a little bit softer here. But I could shrimp squat down to that elevated surface and up for that back leg. So elevate the back leg if you want to make it easier. Elevate the front leg if you want to make it more challenging. Finally, out of all these, if you can't maintain a good knee position or knee staying over your ankle joint, we can even work on feet together squats. How close can I get those feet together? Or slightly put that toe like behind my ankle, like so, and work on squatting with just a little bit more balance, seeing if I can still get that hip crease below the knee, but that'll give me a little bit more balance as well. We're gonna do 4 to 6 on one leg, 4 to 6 on the opposite leg, and then we're gonna do 3 broad jumps. A couple things on these broad jumps I wanna be mindful of. I'm sitting back in the hips, I'm extending the hips, throwing my hips to the wall in front of me, extending, and then landing. I wanna land in good positions. Good athletic stance, knees in a good position. Be tight when we land. Almost like just when we catch a clean, you wanna extend, drop under that bar and be tight. I want you to be tight and land and not be like a crash test dummy, like when you hit the, if that was in slow motion, when you hit the ground. So I'll demo a couple here. Sitting back at the hips, throw those hips forward, land and be tight. I don't want to land and be like or out of control or not in a good position. I'm not trying to do 3 fast. I'm going to go back again. I'm trying to do 3 as explosively as possible every time, jumping as far as I can, but landing in that good position. Focus on your landing first. If you're landing sketchy, don't jump as far and hit a stronger land. We don't need any rolled ankles or any injuries off of this, okay? So that's our strength work. Then we have a fun partner workout today. We're going to start with thrusters. We have 40 thrusters. This is going to be I go, you go, 40 combined as a partnership. Ideally, I have a barbell or 2 dumbbells, a dumbbell in each arm. I can do 5, bam, give an air high five to my partner. They can do 5, we can do 7, 7, 7, however you want to break those up until you get to 40 reps. Once you get to 40 reps as a team, we're going to go 16 synchro dumbbell snatches. Looking at my screen, I have my partner pinned, staying with my partner. That's the whole point of doing synchro. 16 synchro dumbbell snatches. Then 30 toes to bar, 30 V-ups, or 30 tuck-ups. Obviously, if you guys have a pull-up bar, you know what that looks like. V-ups, tuck-ups, any of those work. Same thing, 30 reps combined with your partner. Break it up however you want. Then we're back to 16 more alternating snatches, synchro, with my partner. Then 40 box jumps. We're gonna box jump and open our hips if we have a box. If not, we're gonna do our hurdle jumps. This is combined reps again. 40 jumps. I do 5, you do 5, however you want. 16 more alternating dumbbell snatches. Then we're on to our toes to bar and V-ups again for 30 reps combined. Finally, finishing the round with 16 additional dumbbell snatches. And we're going to do 2 rounds. Sorry, I'm making sure I got that right. Oh, no, sorry, there's only 3 sets of 16, that's correct. So after that second set of toes to bar or V-ups of 30, I'm gonna go back to the top, 40 thrusters again, breaking them up however I want. 16 alternating dumbbell snatches. So dumbbell snatches are always together, alternating reps, synchro with my partner. Everything else is you go, I go, high-fiving, Zoom high-fiving your partner every time you need to switch. So that's the workout. You got 2 rounds through that chipper. Have fun with it. Little partner work during the week. Figure we mix it up since we're on lockdown, but we're not locked out of our fitness. Let's do it, y'all. See ya tomorrow.